What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another Warhammer Community new edition Warhammer 40,000 update. And we're looking at non-Codex Space Marines today. So let's just get started, shall we? With the release of the brand new Warhammer 40,000 this weekend, Reese visits the Space Marine chapters who take the principles of the Codex Astartes somewhat less seriously than some of their brothers. Okay, today we're going to explore the Savage Space Wolves, Furious Blood Angels and Taciturn Dark Angels, as well as touch on some of what to expect with Grey Knights and Death Watch. We've got a lot to go over, so let's get to it. The Adeptus Astartes are the iconic faction in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. For many players, they are the first thing that comes to mind when one thinks about Warhammer 40,000. But there are more than just the chapters of Space Marines who largely follow the Codex Astartes. There are many non-Codex chapters too, some of which are renowned for not only their independent natures but also their accomplishments in battle. Okay, I have always had a soft spot in my heart for the First Legion, me too. The Dark Angels. My first miniature was a Dark Angels captain from way back when. The Dark Angels have had a long and storied history in the lore, but a bumpy ride in terms of their performance on the tabletop. They've often struggled to find their niche when compared to chapters like Blood Angels and Space Wolves, who are fairly easily defined in comparison to Codex chapters and have often been top contenders. Dark Angels in the new Warhammer 40,000 are simply exceptional. They have so many tools, so many different ways to play effectively, that the Dark Angels player's biggest problem will be choosing which of his units to use. Azrael, chapter master of the Dark Angels, is hands down one of my favourite characters in the game now. He's got a plethora of tools, with his only shortcoming being his relatively slow speed, but even that is easily mitigated by using a transport vehicle. What he provides though is fantastic. He gives Dark Angels models within 6 inches a 4+ invulnerable save, which by itself is incredible, but on top of that, as with other chapter masters, he gives a reroll Mrs. Aura that works in the shooting and fight phases for friendly Dark Angels. Additionally, he grants you a bonus command point and packs an almighty wallop in both shooting and melee. So Azrael movement 6 inches, yeah, so but that's what he would have moved back in 7th, so that's not a problem. Weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 4, toughness 4, wound 6, tax 5, leadership 9, and 2+ save. Azrael is a single model armed with the Sword of Secrets, the Lion's Wrath, a bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. Only one of this model may be included in your army. Well, yeah, because he's a character. Bolt pistol, yeah, don't need to go over that. Lion's Wrath is a master-crafted bolt gun, so it's got 24-inch range. When attacking with this weapon, choose one or both of the profiles below. If you choose both, subtract 1 from hit rolls for this weapon. Right, okay. Yeah, so 24 inches, rapid fire 1, straight 4, AP -1, damage 2. So there you go. Plasma gun 24 inches, rapid fire 1, strength 7, AP -3, damage 1. This weapon can be supercharged by the bearer before firing. If they do so, increase the strength and damage of the weapon by 1 this turn. On any hit rolls of 1 when firing supercharged, the bearer is slain after all the weapon's shots have been resolved. Ooh. Each time you make a wound... Sword of Secrets, melee. Strength +2, AP -3, damage D3. So each time you make a wound roll of 6+ with this weapon, the target suffers a mortal wound in addition to any other damage. Frag grenades, crack grenades, yeah, standard stuff. Abilities: Unforgiven. Chapter Master. You can reroll failed hit rolls for friendly Dark Angels units that are within 6 inches of Azrael. Super Tactician. If your army is battle-forged, you receive 1 additional command point if Azrael is your warlord. Lion Helm. Azrael is accompanied by a relic bearer who carries the Lion Helm, an artifact that generates a powerful force field. As a result, all friendly Dark Angels models within 6 inches of Azrael have a 4+ invulnerable save. The relic bearer model must always remain as close to Azrael as possible, but is otherwise ignored for all gaming purposes. Remove the relic bearer if Azrael is slain. Faction keywords: Imperium, adapted to starters, Dark Angels, Deathwing. Keywords: character, infantry, chapter master, Azrael. He is just one of many character options available to the Dark Angels player as well. Dark Angels also have a host of specialised units to choose from. Deathwing Knights are one of my favourite melee units available to any Space Marines chapter, and Black Knights, as ever, will strike fear into your opponent as their vicious plasma talons and Corvus hammers. Deathwing Knights. Okay. Deathwing Knights. Movement 5 inches. Well, they would consider more cumbersome. Weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 2, attacks 2, leadership 8, saves 2+. And the Knight Master is exactly the same except leadership of a leadership of 9 and an extra attack, so he's got 3 attacks. This unit contains 4 Deathwing Knights and 1 Knight Master. It can include up to 5 additional Deathwing Knights, power rating +12, so an extra 12, yeah. Okay, get it. Each Deathwing, so is that 12 points per Deathwing Knight? I guess so. Each Deathwing Knight is armed with a Mace of Absolution and a Storm Shield. The Knight Master is armed with a Flail of the Unforgiven and a Storm Shield. Flail of the Unforgiven, melee. Strength +2, AP -3, and damage 2. Excess damage from this weapon is not lost. Instead, keep allocating damage to another model in the target unit until either all of the damage has been allocated or the target unit is destroyed. Mace of Absolution is melee, strength ×2, AP -2, damage 3. War gear options. This unit may be accompanied by a Watcher in the Dark. Abilities. Storm Shield. Models in this unit have a 3+ invulnerable save. Teleport Strike. During deployment, you can set up this unit in a teleportarium chamber instead of placing it on the battlefield. At the end of any of your movement phases, this unit can teleport into battle. Set it up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches from any enemy models. Okay, so Watcher in the Dark. Once per game, if an enemy psychic power affects a unit of Deathwing Knights that is accompanied by a Watcher in the Dark, roll a dice. On a 3+, the power has no effect on this unit and all other targets are affected normally. Remove the Watcher in the Dark model from play after this roll has been made, whether successful or not. The Watcher in the Dark model must always remain as close to this unit as possible, but is otherwise ignored for all other gaming purposes. Remove the Watcher in the Dark if the unit is slain. Okay. Similarly, Blood Angels distinguish themselves through their unique units and special rules. What I love about Blood Angels is the wide variety of auras that they can overlap on units to take them from good to great. For example, Death Company, who begin with base 2 attacks and gain 1 on the charge, get another attack using the Blood Angel's psychic power, Unleash Rage, for a total of 4. On top of that, a Sanguinary Priest can give them +1 strength with his aura. Astaroth provides further bonuses with an aura that lets them ignore morale and provides rerolls to hit in the fight phase. But wait, there's more. The Sanguinar can give them another attack with his aura. Wow. You can end up with Death Company boasting 5 attacks each on the charge, rerolling hits at strength 5. Give them power swords and nearly nothing in the game will survive a full strength charge from them. A truly scary unit. Sanguinary Discipline. So it's on a D3, psychic power. So on a 1, it's blood boil, Blood Bowl has a warp charge value of 5. If manifested, select a visible enemy unit within 18 inches of the Psyker and roll 3 dice. The target suffers a mortal wound for each result that equals or exceeds its toughness characteristic. 2. Shield of Sanguinius. Shield of Sanguinius has a warp charge value of 6. If manifested, select a friendly Blood Angels unit within 12 inches of the Psyker until the start of your next psychic phase. That unit has a 4+ invulnerable save. And 3. Unleash Rage. Unleash Rage has a warp charge value of 6. If manifested, select a friendly Blood Angels unit within 12 inches of the Psyker until the start of your next psychic phase. That unit has a +1 attack. Space Wolves have options galore, but I'm immediately drawn to their exceptional troops. Both Grey Hunters and Blood Claws provide great utility. Grey Hunters have the unique ability to take a bolt gun, bolt pistol and chainsword for every model, making them very flexible. They can take 2 weapons in a 10-man squad, in addition to a plasma pistol on another Grey Hunter and a combi weapon on the pack leader, meaning you can also pack a punch at range. The Wolf Standard lets you reroll 1s when you advance or charge for greater speed. And if you want, hey, you can put the pack leader in Terminator armor too. Ooh. Grey Hunters. Movement 6 inches. So Grey Hunter, movement 6 inches, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 1, attacks 1, leadership 7, 3+ save. The Grey Hunter pack leader gains an extra attack. That's the only difference. Wolfguard pack leader, move 6 inches, weapon skill and ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 1, attacks 2, leadership 8, 3+ save. And the Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor, he only moves 5 inches, which would make sense. And he's the same, except he's an extra wound, and that's the only difference. This unit contains 1 Grey Hunter pack leader and 4 Grey Hunters. It can include up to 5 additional Grey Hunters, power rating of 5. It can also include either a Wolfguard pack leader, power rating 2, or a Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator Armor, power rating 3. The Grey Hunters and Grey Hunter pack leader are each armed with a bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. A Wolfguard pack leader is armed with a chainsword, bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. A Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor is armed with a power sword and a storm bolter. No need to go through these weapon profiles. I think you've seen them before. War gear options. Any Grey Hunter may take a chainsword. 1 Grey Hunter may take a Wolf Standard. For each 5 models in the unit, so that's making standards quite good. So I guess you'll see more of those now. For each 5 models in the unit, 1 Grey Hunter may replace his bolt gun with an item from the Space Wolf special weapons list. 1 Grey Hunter may replace his bolt pistol with a plasma pistol. The Grey Hunter pack leader may take a chainsword, power axe, power fist or power sword. The Wolfguard pack leader may replace his chainsword with an item from the Space Wolves melee weapons list. He may also replace his bolt pistol with a plasma pistol or an item from the Space Wolves combi weapons list. The Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor may replace his power sword with an item from the Space Wolves Terminator melee weapons list. He may also replace his storm bolter with a storm shield or an item from the Space Wolves combi weapons list. Abilities, and they shall know no fear. Wolf Standard, you can reroll any dice rolls of 1 when making an advance or charge move for a unit that has a Wolf Standard. Cool. Crux Terminatus. A Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor has a 5+ invulnerable save. Storm Shield. A model equipped with a Storm Shield has a 3+ invulnerable save. Faction keywords: Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Space Wolves. Keywords: Infantry, Grey Hunters. Blood Claws are similarly fantastic and make your choice to fill troop slots a tough one. While they cannot take a bolt gun, they do come standard with a chainsword and bolt pistol, and can be taken in squads of up to 15 to really maximise the oomph of your bonus auras. They also get +1 attack on the charge while still retaining a 3+ to hit in melee. They deliver a lot of punishment for a low price tag. A Wolf Priest who grants rerolls to hit in melee and a leadership boost goes exceptionally well with those hot-headed warriors. And I'm hoping we'll see more of what they should be capable of in this new edition, to be truthful. Right, there is still so much to talk about, but we're running out of space. I'll give you a little more information on the Deathwatch and Grey Knights though. The Deathwatch remain a force all about customization and flexibility. Their special issue ammunition lets them take down Xenos scum of any variety. Special issue ammunition. Ammunition modifier. Dragon Fire Bolt. Add 1 to the hit rolls for this weapon when targeting a unit that is in cover. Hellfire Round. This weapon always wounds on a 2+ except against vehicles. Kraken Bolt. Add 3 inches to the range of this weapon if it is a bolt pistol, or 6 inches otherwise, and improve the AP of the attack by 1, e.g. AP of 0 becomes -1. Vengeance Round. Subtract 3 inches from the range of this weapon if it is a bolt pistol, or 6 inches otherwise, and improve the AP of the attack by 2, e.g. an AP of 0 becomes -2. Grey Knights have an incredible damage output. Nearly all of them are psychers, able to deal mortal wounds and pack around double the firepower of a standard Space Marine in melee. A Space Marine. In melee, they wield Deadly Force, weapons which can cut down even the foulest of enemies. Strike Squad. Grey Knight, movement 6 inches, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 1, attacks 1, leadership 7, 3+ save. Pretty standard. The Justicar is the same, except he gets an extra attack, so 2 attacks, and his leadership is 8. This unit contains 1 Justicar and 4 Grey Knights. It can include up to 5 additional Grey Knights, power rating 7. Each model is armed with a Nemesis Force sword, Storm Bolter, Grey frag grenades, crack grenades, and psych out grenades. So, psych out grenade, 6 inches range, grenade D3, strength 2, AP nothing, damage 1 each time you roll a hit of 6+ for this weapon. When targeting a psyker or demon, the target suffers a mortal wound instead of the normal damage. Okay. War gear options. Any model may replace his Nemesis Force sword with an item from the Grey Knight's melee weapons list. For every 5 models in the unit, 1 Grey Knight may replace his Nemesis Force sword and Storm Bolter with an item from the Grey Knight's special weapons list. Yep, same as the other guys. Abilities: Annihilation of Fear, Demon Hunter, Rites of Banishment, Teleport Strike. Combat squads. Before any models are deployed at the start of the game, a strike squad containing 10 models may be split into 2 units, each containing 5 models. Yep. Psyker. This unit can attempt to manifest 1 psychic power in each friendly psychic phase and attempt to deny 1 psychic power in each enemy psychic phase. It knows the smite. Psychic power and 1 psychic power from the Sanctic Discipline. When manifesting or denying a psychic power, first select a model in the unit, measure range, visibility, etc. from this model. If this unit suffers perils of the warp, it suffers D3 mortal wounds as described in the core rules, but units within 6 inches will only suffer damage if the perils of the warp cause the last model in the manifesting unit to be slain. Faction keywords: Imperium Adeptus Astartes Grey Knights, and keywords: Infantry Psychic Strike Squad. Unfortunately, that is all our time for this article. Hopefully the information provided piqued your interest in these non-codex chapters, as they are all characterful and tremendously enjoyable to play. And that is it. Bit of a longer one then. So yeah, but it did cover quite a bit, I feel. The faction focus non-codex Space Marines covered quite a bit in that one. So it's quite a big chunk. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and bye for now, folks.